Hey, Scott Russell, this is just a really good time to do what I would say to separate the things in our life that are meant to be and not meant to be. The holy, the profane. And we've all buried ourselves in so much of life that it's a time now to start to let that, to make decisions, to start to order our lives. I'm in the middle of that myself, just making the best version of myself in many ways. I've just come back from a run this morning and, losing a bit of weight like I've always wanted to do and be that in shape guy. But that's true of everything in our lives. And I find that, 2 days ago, I was in another part of Australia. My son called me at 2 a.m. and Dad, I need you here on the first flight up. By 6 a.m. I was on a flight and there in his life. Why? Because he's ordering his life. And the people that are around your life in community, it's about ordering it. It's not about control. You don't want to control them. There's others that I've given out an invitation to come and fellowship. Come and be part of the heart. Come and walk. And they can only make that decision because when hard times come, and they will, when there's love there, when there's care there, when there's community there, you can walk through anything. And that's the difference. And I always keep saying this in my videos, that true love, and it's not just in romantic relationships, but between a man and a woman, but true love of anything starts in the heart, in the spirit, sorry. I mean, from the spirit, then it moves out to the soul, and then from the soul to the natural. You can't go the other way. Naturally, we want to know everything. I want to know the future. I want to know everything going to be okay. I want to know everything's taken care of. Nobody can say that. Nobody can promise that. And excuse me, if this world is showing us anything, it's showing us that. Because the World Economic Forum, the globalists are saying, we'll love you, we'll take care of you, we'll give you a universal basic income when you marry us, but you'll do what we say and we will own you. You will be mine. That's terrible. That's terrible. We all know that's terrible. So right now, people are in their own personal lives. We should be ordering the things that are around our life. We should be looking and saying, this is something, might have been good for when it was there, but now it's not really my spirit. It's not really the core of who I am. It doesn't minister to me. It's all about taking from me, not giving to me. I came up here to help my son, not because he's taking from me, but actually he was giving to me. I was giving to him of the intimacy of heart and spirit and soul. And then naturally, my actions follow. And we're still working through the things that he's working through to get his life in the authority, in the freedom of where it should be. So we've all got this invitation to freedom, but that invitation to freedom, excuse me, jolly hair in my mouth. These indications to freedom have responsibility that only you can take. And often we look at others and think, well, make the decision for me. No, maybe others are looking and saying, I've got faith in you, that you're going to do the right thing. I've got faith in you because I can see who you are. I can see who your spirit is. I can see who your soul is. And that's the community of life. If we're starting to live that now, if we're in that now, if we're building in that now, then no matter what comes around us, we're safe. Because you've got people that are committed to the heart and soul of you. People that have chosen you, not because of what you can do for them or not do for them, but have chosen you because you're meant to be. They've chosen you because, in the case of a relationship, you're soulmates. Some people that are prepared to say, I would live under a bridge if I was with you and I'd feel safe. Not that I want to live under a bridge, but I would. And I think about the people that I love. I mean, you think about romance. A woman comes into your life. You don't want to have her living under a bridge as a male, but you sure want to know that if you had to, she'd still be there for you. And I think that's what people miss today. It becomes all about do. And then you'll be my love if you do these things. Whereas I say there's a be there. I'll be, come and be, and out of the be we'll do. And a little freaky, a little scary, but like I've said. So I want to encourage you, separate in your life, separate the holy and the profane, the good and the not good, things that don't need to be there. Like I've said, we're with all the wrong people in all the wrong places doing all the wrong things. get on with all the right people in all the right places, doing all the right things. And when you do that, life follows. Life follows. Things are just there. You don't have to force anything. You flow. And those that love you are prepared to wait for that, because they know you're ordering things in your life, and you're walking and you're stepping and you're doing things. And yeah, sometimes it's hard to be patient with the people we love, and we look at them, but that's not their problem. That's our problem. Be patient. Be patient. Be that best version of you. So when they do come, you feel like you're a worthy gift for that one. And not that you're earning it, but you're saying all that I am is for you. My soul, my heart, my spirit, and everything that follows. Now the natural comes and goes, doesn't it? We have to figure that out as we walk, and often you can't really plan your future with people until the people are there. You get an idea and you can move in some general directions, but I don't think that's our responsibility. When you have community around your life, or that relationship, that beautiful one that will be in your life, it's not a place of a man or a woman to say, this is what we're going to do. I believe it's part of that flow, that romantic flow of life, to sit together. You're sitting on a river, you're looking out, and you're sitting on the beach or wherever, and you're just talking. And as you're talking, you're discovering what life needs to be. Now, of course, both will have desires, but I believe when you're the right ones for each other, they complement in a sense. It's not a threat. So if she comes and she has a desire to fly to the moon, then all you're doing is saying, love, help me remove the obstacles. I mean, I'll help you remove the obstacles. I believe in who you are. I believe that I can see that means so much to your spirit and to your heart. But I don't think, especially in the case of women, I don't think a lot of women have ever really had that safe place to explore who they are. That safe place to just sit and go, if I'm really, really honest. And I'd love to sit with that one, and just say, look, in time, as things just, you got to it, you'd be able to say to them, if the money was no obstacle, life was no obstacle, who are you? What is the real you? What is it that you want in your life? And I would think that she would be almost non-verbally doing the same back. And then I think I say it with my kids. I've always raised them to say, shoot for the moon, shoot for the stars. And as dad, it's just my job to remove the obstacles. My experiences, the things that I've lived in life, I'll help remove those obstacles, but I can't tell you what star to shoot for. That's your dream. But I'll tell you what, we can dream together. And dreaming together as a dad, or as a husband, or as a lover, or a community of people, is not to say, well, I'm a leader because I can tell you all what to do. No, it's to sit back and say, I like to say it this way, religion tries to put things into people, whereas the Holy Spirit brings out what's already there. So God's already talking to you. He's already moving in you. You may not identify it as that, but somewhere in you, he's put this little nugget. And often it's something we sort of keep tucked away because we let it come out a little bit before and it gets stomped on. So we're like, I'll just leave that off to the side. True people of God, true man of God, true woman of God comes along and just says, hey, I see that little shining soul in there. Can I polish it? Well, I don't know, you can't polish it, it'll hurt, everyone's always hurt me. It's like, let me just polish it. And you start to polish it and it shines and the person's like, wow. And that's what God does to us. He comes along and just polishes us. And as that happens, community happens. And when community happens, you have the answer to everything in life. Relationships happen. Marriages happen. That's what I do with my kids. I'm standing with my son that I'm helping. And yesterday was a pretty chaotic day. But I was so proud of him. As I got to the end of the day, I looked at him and he just was amazing. Amazing how he stood strong and didn't react to anything. He acted. And I just was in awe of my own son. I'm in awe of you. I'm in awe of you. Those that be. Just flow and let the true heart of who you are come on out. God bless.